Attention Lecture 5, The Executive and the Rod of Iron. The external world is compelling, and it can pull you around psychologically and emotionally. If the world has control of your mind and your emotions, it can push and pull you in any direction at once. This exercise will give you better control over yourself by giving you an inner command center. Here are two such command centers and the different ways in which they can orient you in the world. First, you want to place your awareness in the area between your heart and your spine, in line with the center of your chest. See your awareness as a ball of light, the center of which is very closely situated between the back wall of your heart and the bone of your spine. The glow of it can extend as far as it wants to, but just make sure that it's a ball, a sphere, and not any other shape. If you're having trouble visualizing an accurate sphere, get a basketball or some other tangible sphere and practice feeling its shape. You can even visualize a smaller version of yourself and then place the ball of light in the space between your heart and spine. This works really well. We'll go into this technique in greater detail in Module 3. Color. What color should your ball of light be? Try not to think of it in terms of color, but quality. Your ball of light should be identical, both in color and character, to the sun. In fact, think of the sun not as a star, but as awareness itself, as though every sentient being in this solar system is an extension of it. The sun is our energy source. It initiates and sustains all life on this planet. No wonder it's been worshipped for tens of thousands of years, maybe longer. When you visualize the sun in the center of you, don't think of it as being like the sun. Instead, think of it as being the sun, the actual sun at the center of the solar system, shrunk down and shining in you. In our next course, The 5 Spiritual Foundations, we'll discuss in detail the spiritual significance of the sun. We are children of God, extensions. We weren't made like loaves of bread. God made our bodies, but then He breathed into us the breath of life, and we became living beings. This spot between your heart and backbone is where you want to put the 70% of your awareness that we talked about in Lecture 2. But don't do this while performing critical tasks or anything dangerous. Treat this like a controlled experiment. As you become more comfortable with it, you can gradually integrate it into your everyday activities. You may find, however, that this exercise will actually enhance your ability to function in even the most complicated tasks. Give it a try, but go slowly and make sure. Placing your attention in the area between your heart and spine is great for moving forward in the world. It's as though it lights up the path in front of you. It has an executive feeling to it, and it gives you the following benefits: courage, increased confidence, graceful movements, improved posture, positive responses from people, better discernment. Variation on a theme. As an alternative, if you want strength and vitality and a feeling of being immovable, drop down into the area between your navel and your spine. This can be very solidifying. This is where martial artists learn to go in their training. It gives you the feeling of being a rod of iron. It also lowers your center of gravity, making it easier to walk on slippery surfaces and uncertain terrain. If you're a skier or a dancer, this one's for you. But when you acquire this kind of strength, always remember what the great Taoist master Lao Tzu said: "He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still." Self-restraint and self-governance are the keys to freedom. Experiment with both of these methods. Observe the way they affect your thinking, your feeling, and the way others react to your presence. Keep notes. Make this a research project. When you do this exercise, you'll be tempted to think of your chakras, but try not to go there. It just puts a conceptual layer between you and the experience. You want this experience to be rooted in action, not in ideas. There's more to come. Everything you'll learn in these courses is geared towards a real experience of the power of God manifesting as light, life, and love in you. These teachings are made for real people with real lives, and the exercises you learn here are designed to make you more effective in anything you wish to accomplish. Whether you dedicate your life to service, or to your profession, or to your art, whatever you do with the consciousness of God will bear fruit. This is the end of Module 1.